Hi guys, in this video we will discuss what are cofunction identities and how are they used to solve problems in trigonometry. So first of all, cofunction identities describe trigonometric relationships between the complementary angles theta and pi by 2 minus theta in a right triangle. Let's understand this. If we see sine 30 is 1 by 2, sine 45 is 1 by root 2, sine 60 is root 3 by 2. We would also notice that cosine 30 is root 3 by 2, cosine 45 is 1 by root 2, and cosine 60 is 1 by 2. So we would always see that the similar ratio is seen for sine and cosine when the angles are complement of each other. Here also similar ratios are seen when the angles are complement of each other in sine and cosine. Similar ratios are seen when the angles are complement of each other in sine and cosine. From here comes the formula sine theta is equal to cosine 90 minus theta. If we are working in pi radians, it would be cosine pi by 2 minus theta. So that means if we are looking for the value of sine 60, it would be nothing but same as cosine 90 minus 60, which is cosine 30 degrees. Therefore, sine 60 is same as cos 30 if we use this formula. And we have already seen this here. Sine 60 is root 3 by 2 and cosine 30 is also root 3 by 2. Similarly, if you're given a question in pi radians, for example, sine pi by 6 is same as cosine pi by 2 minus pi by 6, which is cosine pi by 2 times 3, because we have to make the denominators common. This would give us cosine 3 pi by 6 minus pi by 6. And that would be same as cosine 2 pi by 6 or cosine pi by 3. Now sine pi by 6 is 1 by 2 and cos pi by 3 is also 1 by 2. We can check this from our special triangle. This is pi by 6, pi by 3. Pi by 6 is, so this is our pi by 6, pi by 3 special triangle. Similarly, if we compare our tan and cot values, tan 30 is 1 by root 3, tan 45 is 1, and tan 60 is root 3. And we see cot 30 is root 3, cot 45 is 1, and cot 60 is 1 by root 3. So from here we get that tan theta is same as cot pi by 2 minus theta. Therefore, we can write on cofunction identities as sine theta is same as cosine pi by 2 minus theta, cosine theta is same as sine pi by 2 minus theta, and tan theta is same as cot pi by 2 minus theta. So this is our cofunction identity formulas. We can use these to do any of the questions. Now let's take an example. If the question wants us to use the cofunction identity to write this in an equivalent expression, what do we do in that case is, we know cofunction identity is sine pi by 6. We know cofunction identity is sine theta equal to cos pi by 2 minus theta. If we have theta given to us as pi by 6, we can write it as cosine pi by 2 minus pi by 6. So here goes your theta. All we have to do is just make the denominators common and we get cosine 2 pi by 6. So finally we can write down sine pi by 6 as cosine pi by 3. And we are done writing this in another way. Let's do another example for the sake of practice. And we have to use cofunction identity to write it as an equivalent expression. All we have to do is to just use the formula. So tan 3 pi by 8 is nothing but cot pi by 2 minus 3 pi by 8. We make the denominators common. So we multiply this by 4. And this would give us cot pi by 8. Therefore, we can write down tan 3 pi by 8 is same as cot pi by 8.